It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got a showdown in the AFC North. It's the Steelers and the Bengals, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
From the home of the 2021 AFC champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis up in the booth, I'm Brandon Garden. Very pleased to be with you for another season of NFL football. And, Charles, we are no stranger to rivalry games between Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. What is different is that the roles have kind of been reversed. Cincinnati comes in as the division favorites following last year's Super Bowl appearance. The Steelers no more Big Ben, and they're now viewed as likely underdogs.
And we've known that the roles have been reversed since last season and the entire offseason. Yet still hearing you say it, it still has to sink in. And I know the Bengals fans, they're very happy to see those roles reversed because they had dropped 11 straight to Pittsburgh prior to their recent resurgence. So this was a great test for both of these teams to start off this season. Pittsburgh with a new quarterback, and Cincinnati coming off of the Super Bowl.
On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won Comeback Player of the Year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then the AFC title and led the team to their third Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Here we go. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to Mixon on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. DJ Chark, 29 yards. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they've drawn 6 plays, 75 yards. It's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Not much late. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
He will find his man Chase complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll give it to Mixon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Another try for Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown in the opening run and 3 more here to add to their first quarter lead.
Everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense making its way out, and we get a look at the player drafted to succeed Ben Roethlisberger as the franchise's quarterback. Knows a lot about the city. He's a rookie out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's an early scrambler to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have one bunched up at the end of the year.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
They go play action with Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Burrow looking to pass. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession game.
almost ended with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt to the backfield.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
After the sack on first down, Pickett looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, we got to make the play. He gets the points. It really was a quick effort, wasn't it? The coaches, they got to do so inside preparation time in the film room. It translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year.
Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
From the 6.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To try again after the sack. Burrow. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And they will have a 1st down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 29, Pickett. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on first down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with... It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here
trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop it at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, ramp up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Looking to throw, Pickett. That's complete to Cobb. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run to the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Pickett back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Tough one there. 1st drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DJ Chark with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a Band-Aid.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Out to him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now They would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 60 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now it's Burrow. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Alex Highsmith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Third and goal. Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. 3 more points tacked on to this margin, getting more comfortable on the move.
The leader is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a throw here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown!
Pat Freiermuth.
50 yards!
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Pickett will try to throw for this.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because you know the defense is kicking coverages toward.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sam Hubbard giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. A good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Play action. It's Burrow. Flush to his right. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Sample. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And Sharp calls it in. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Again, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. DJ Chark, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Pickett on the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Second and 4. Back to throw, Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens
with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles.
He's got a man complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DJ Chark, 27 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
It's a little like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? Not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed.
There he goes, right side. The 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close.